Guys, a couple videos ago we did a review of this twist flattening iron. I will have that linked below in case you didn't see it. This is basically a knockoff of the TYME iron. After that video, we had TYME contact us to see if we would like to do a comparison video between the real TYME iron and the knockoff. So this is the knockoff here on the right, the real TYME iron is on the left, and I'm just going to tell you a few differences we have noticed. So at first glance, they look pretty similar. As you can see, they're pretty much the same design. And you can't tell this by the video, but I have to say this TYME iron is built a lot better. This one is super flimsy. The spring on it isn't very good. You have to push harder to close it. This one is just nicer. The other difference I've noticed is this knockoff one has these little tabs here at the top of the iron. And I think what they were meant for is for you to hold on to those as you're curling, just because they don't heat up. I personally have never used that because you just hold it like this. You really don't need to put your other hand up here. And the thing I don't like about this is it does get caught in the hair as you're trying to curl. So I would prefer it didn't have this and the TYME iron doesn't have it. So that's the first difference. The other main difference is these heating plates. This real TYME iron is made out of titanium, where this one is made out of ceramic. The titanium is just a more expensive material and it more evenly heats the plate, just so that it's all the same temperature. These are cheaper and it doesn't really heat as evenly. So when we did this review of the knockoff one, you did see that it did curl, it did work. I don't know how long this will last, if it's going to last as long as this one, because I haven't had either one for very long. One thing I did notice when I was using this knockoff is that a couple of times it made like a sizzling sound on my hair, which kind of concerned me. I don't know if it was burning my hair or causing damage or what, and I haven't had that happen with this one. And then the last thing that I would say, this cheaper model just came in a cardboard box that I threw away because it wasn't nice at all, and the instructions were not great on it. This one came in a nicer box. I'll show it to you. So it looks like this, and it has the magnetic closure. So you could store it in here if you want, and then you can see it has the instructions right on the box. And then it also came with this like travel sleeve, so you can put it in here when it's still hot. You don't have to wait for it to cool down. So that's a cool feature. So in case you didn't see our other video, I'm just going to show how to use this iron. There is a learning curve to this. It takes a little bit of practice to understand how to use it. So to start with, when you close this iron, you can see metal plates on one side and then a stripe on the other side. If you have this stripe placed against her scalp, you're going to be curling her hair. If you have the metal plates starting against her scalp, you're going to be straightening her hair. I don't have this turned on right now so that I don't fry her hair while I'm trying to explain how to do it. So it's not actually going to curl, but I'll show you how it works. If you're curling your own hair, you're going to want to place your thumb behind the power button. If you're curling somebody else's hair, you want to place your thumb on the opposite side. So I'm wanting this curl to go away from her face, so I'm wanting the curl to come back like this. So I'm going to close this and see that this stripe is on this side. That's what I want to go against the scalp. I'm just going to clamp her hair down like that and then pull the curling iron back towards me. And then you just slowly go down the hair like this. You don't need to do this tight. You just want to keep it loose. And then the slower you go, the more heat is going to go into the curl, and it's going to be a curl that lasts longer. So I'll show you that one more time here on this side. So on the right side of her head, you're always going to want the cord facing down and the top of the iron facing the ceiling. And then you just clamp this side with the stripe against her scalp and then flip it back towards you. And you just want to turn it back so that you can see this stripe here. That's about as far as you want to twist it. It's like a half of a twist. And then you just slowly go down the hair. If you're looking for more of a bouncy curl, I would suggest holding the iron more horizontally like this. And if you're looking for more of a ringlet, I would hold it more vertically like that as you're going down her hair. And then if you're working on the left side of her hair, you're going to hold the iron the opposite way So instead of curling like this, you're going to curl upside down like this. So I'll show you on this side. Again, you want your thumb always opposite from this power button if you're working on somebody else's hair. And then it's the same thing. You always want this stripe to go against her scalp. So the stripe is on this side. That's what I'm putting against her scalp. And then again, you just pull it back towards yourself and then go down the hair like that. So I'm going to have her demonstrate how to do it as if she was curling her own hair. So the way she's going to hold it is she's going to put her thumb behind this power button like this. So as you can see, when she closes this, here's the metal plates that are going to straighten, and then on this side is the stripe that's going to curl. So the way she's going to put that in her hair is just like this. And then she's going to close it and she's going to flip her wrist back so that she will actually see the stripe right here in the mirror. And then she's just going to go down like that. And then the way she would do it on this side of her hair, she's going to bring her elbow up over the top. And then she's going to flip it down so that these stripes are against her scalp. And she's going to pull it back and down like that. So it's really the same thing. It's just when you're doing it on yourself, you hold it this way with your thumb behind the power button. When you're working on somebody else, you're going to hold it this way with your thumb opposite from the power button, if that makes any sense. So in conclusion, with our comparison, I would say this one does work. This is the knockoff. It does have a few issues. I don't like these little tabs here at the top because they do tend to get stuck in your hair as you're trying to curl. It doesn't have the titanium plates, it has ceramic, and then it just feels cheaper. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this one doesn't last nearly as long. The other thing is, if you buy the real TYME iron, they do offer free one-on-one tutorials, like through video chat, so they will help you figure out how to use it if you're having problems. There is a significant price difference. This one was $39, where this one is around $200. I would say if you really love this tool and you're going to be using it all the time, this is probably worth it. If you're not going to be using it that often, this one would probably do. But that's just my opinion. I also like that this one is made by a family-owned business. I like to support those types of companies.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.